Close to Nature in Somerset by Lesley Whitteker. It was when my husband was surprised by the snake under his pillow that we wondered if our move to Somerset Country had been such a great idea. Temporarily living in 2 converted shipping containers while we built our house, his bedroom was snug and he liked to leave his door open for air. It was cold, and the snake thought it was snug too and had curled up contentedly. Lawrence awoke at 2 a.m., aware something wasn't right. He groped under his pillow, thinking, "That's odd. What have I put under there that feels cool?" The cool thing began to move. Lawrence leapt from bed. Feverishly, he checked IDs in our wildlife handbook. Luckily, it was a child's python, relatively harmless. Heart palpitating, he carefully removed the wriggling reptile. Opening a beer came next, remembering the local joke. What should you do when bitten by a snake? Answer, have a beer. It may be your last. Next job was to put on a screen door. It wasn't the last snake we saw. A couple of more dangerous brownies snuck into the half-finished house. One was removed by our friendly local Viking snake wrangler. Truly, it was his religion. He expected to go to Valhalla after a snake bite. One of many interesting characters we met. But it didn't change our minds about the joys of sustainable bush living. When we bought the bare 55-acre property in 2006, we knew there was a journey ahead. As we stared from the hill house pad down to the yellow, drought-affected country, we couldn't imagine we would soon see a transformed landscape with full creek flow and the greenest of grass when heavy rains and floods arrived. My past as an ABC broadcaster and manager seemed as far away as the tree-covered hills that loom like a fortress over our valley. Every view from the windows that make up the entire front wall showed a different mood. Sunny, bleak, lit like fireworks by flame and smoke, almost hidden by mist or clouds. Having studied the weather for a year or two, our goal was to build a unique house of concrete, metal and glass, which would nestle into the hill and almost disappear, fire, flood and snake-proof. Before we could begin, we needed to dig trenches for wiring and plumbing, get electricity connected and install a septic tank. The tilt-up panels were poured on site and erected with a crane and the help of a local team. First the shed, then the house. It sounds simple, but it took 10 years of hard work. We call it the Hand of Cards house. Imagine a splayed hand of 5 cards. That's the shape. Neighbours dubbed it the Eskdale Opera House. Since we first met 37 years ago, Lawrence and I have shared a dream of finding a place like this, where we could grow our own food and put down roots. Most of our neighbours make, hunt or grow something to eat and share. One day, Lawrence planted 1/2 acre of pumpkins and mustard seed. Great, we thought. But a few nights later, he heard a noise and went out with a torch. As he shone it, 50 pairs of greenish gold eyes reflected back, blinking happily. The sound of jaws steadily chomping. A herd of deer. They thought it was a delightful treat. We got crafty. We built enclosed gardens, which flourish. But growing older, caring for a place this size is becoming challenging. Sadly, we will soon need to move somewhere smaller. But I will never regret making the move to Somerset. It's been a life-changing adventure.